So the Raw Superstar Shakeup just happened, and this week on Raw, I don't. It's very refreshing whenever WrestleMania is over, and the following like month or two. I remember after last year's WrestleMania, it was like months, like leading up to the draft, where I was like, I am as a wrestling fan just satisfied, right? You don't get that often. And even though like a lot of the shit like that'll happen like on tonight for instance, I don't agree with it at all. But there's actual stuff happening. And I hate watching Raw and it's a 3 hour show and nothing happens. And so this week, even though I disagree with a lot of the stuff, a lot happened. For instance, we start the show off and we get The Miz doing his whole John Cena routine. And since John Cena isn't part of the rivalry now, it's a little bit creepy. Like, whenever he does it by himself, because it's like, I feel like The Miz, like, even on, like, as a him in real life, like, he must, like, because he must think, oh, I have to be the best guy, and obviously John Cena's the best, so he has to, I don't know, like, John Cena's, like, some, like, ultimate, like, dream achievement to him. The Hollywood, even the Hollywood factor is completely hilarious. The fact that John Cena really is who the Miz character wants to be. But yeah, we have that big opening. I Dean Ambrose, who was on the show twice. Same with the Miz actually. I thought the whole show was gonna be kind of like this opening, where it's just kind of gonna be skits, like kind of filler skits, because this opening really just established, hey, Miz is on Raw now, Dean is on Raw now, and then they have a little skit where Dean's kind of hilarious. You're not really sure if he's just joking, like he's like, he thinks that's actually John Cena. And I think that was actually really smart and funny. I think that's the kind of shit Dean should be doing. And then he's like, "Oh, you're not John Cena? Dirty deeds." Like great stuff. And it also gave The Miz a chance to just take the wig off and just be like, "I'm joking," which I think we kind of needed that. I'm getting okay. The John Cena thing's over. Okay, just so we're clear. It's not funny anymore. But then we get further into the superstar shakeup thing, and we get some more people going back and forth between. I guess the way that's you're on Raw apparently if you just happen to show up that week. They're really, even within the terms of storyline, they're not establishing how are they obtaining these people. Are they just trading people? Like, it doesn't seem to make sense, because I don't think they want to say they're trading, because then they gotta say, oh, we traded so-and-so for so-and-so, which makes people look bad. I think a draft ultimately would have been better. I kind of like the idea of just doing skits the whole night, because then we don't have to establish the much needed, rivalries for the upcoming pay-per-views. But they seem to do that anyway, even though some of these people are on SmackDown. Like, I assume Kevin Owens is going to go to SmackDown, but he has a match with Jericho. Bray Wyatt's on Raw, but he has a match at... It doesn't make any fucking sense. So yeah, we get more Kurt Angle being awesome, and then we get the New Day with a blow-up Kofi Kingston doll. I love every fucking second of that. And they fight the Revival. Arrival. I'm so sorry, I said that wrong. They win. There's some great stuff in that match. Xavier Woods had this really cool move. And that's basically it. And then we get like this big promo with Seth. Like, what is the fate of Seth Rollins? And we find out, oh, he's staying on Raw like a good little boy. And, he's not going to take the easy way out. And then we get this backstage thing with the Cruiserweights where Neville sided with TJ Perkins. He was like, I'm on your side. I'm the only person who treats you with respect. This is completely out of nowhere, by the way. And then Austin Aries has a match with him. Austin Aries is kind of like this dumbfounded, like, I treat you with respect. And then TJ wins with a roll-up, and then he takes Neville's advice and beats the shit out of Austin Aries. And we got a heel turn. I needed some more TJ Perkins. He was doing some good shit in this match. I love his finisher. I forgot how much I loved this guy. He got some negative chants, like "you still suck." TJ's awesome. I don't want to have anyone hating on him. We can just cut that shit out. We had Kurt Hawkins just get demolished by Big Show for no reason. That seems to be Kurt Hawkins' purpose. Even when I saw him live, he just got demolished by Jack Swagger, back when Jack Swagger was still on the roster. But we get a lot more promos. I have a thing pulled up because I don't want to forget everything. Kevin Owens had a good interview, good stuff there. And then we had Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. I don't know who Charlotte pissed off, because she's been Fastlane, loss. WrestleMania, loss. This match with Nia, lost. Last week, she was the one to tap out to Sasha. Clean loss to Nia Jax. Her spot on the card has dropped. She is no longer the strongest woman in the division. I'm kind of dumbfounded. They obviously want to give Nia Jax this big push based on what she did tonight. I'm kind of against that. I mean, I do desperately want some new women rivalries on Raw. I don't want to bury Charlotte, though. Let's get her on SmackDown or something. Jesus. Then we had Finn Balor versus Jinder Mahal, which was cool because Finn Balor. We had the Hardys and Sheamus and Cesaro versus the fucking Shining Stars and the Club. The Club already turning into jobbers. The Shining Stars should not be in a match with the Hardys. But I guess they had to do something to get this match, which is, it's whatever. But the Hardys win, big chance, big pop, delete. He's still doing the delete thing. Give the man a fucking microphone. Why? Just establish already. Are we just gonna re-break Matt? Like, everyone knows. Like, I don't understand why WWE, like, has this mentality of, oh, if you want to get anywhere, win the fans over. But when the whole crowd is booing the guy you're rooting for, Roman Reigns, and just deleting all night, then that's an invalid argument. But I just want to know, like, I'm sick of being on standby, like, with the whole Hardy Boys thing. Just give them a microphone, and that's how you make good characters. Let them talk. Even if they were just, like, guys returning or debuting, let them talk. Let the Arrival talk. Jesus, I don't want to hear another promo with, I was going to say Stephanie McMahon, but she hasn't shown up as much. But, not the point. Anyway, carrying on, we have another huge women's promo. We had Bayley and Sasha. I saw a tweet go out, I'm Sasha and I'm turning heel. She didn't turn heel, surprisingly. Which was what I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be a Bayley-Sasha rivalry starting. No, we get Alexa Bliss and Mickie James, and they're on Raw now. So that's very cool. I think that's, if I had to pick two people to move to Raw on the women's division, I'd be like, yeah, those two. Who, and hopefully Becky, if she stays on SmackDown, you know, feud with Charlotte again? I don't know. But the point was, poor Mickie James, who was like really killing it on her promo, making her look confident, gets destroyed by Nia Jax. So does everyone else though, so I'm not gonna bitch about it. But damn, Nia Jax looking really strong. And then there was the bullshit with Roman. As they're just booing this man. Thank you, Strowman. Okay. So wrestling is basically it's theater. It's theater. We all know this. So it's a little bit weird whenever they do like these backstage thing, and like they have him on a stretcher and they cut away and then they cut, you know, to Strowman and they cut back to him and there's no one on the stretcher, kind of obviously, but you know he throws it like there is. Then we cut to Roman like on the ground. I don't know why Roman, I don't know if they're injuring him. I think it's a little bit much when we just did this with Chris and Kofi, but we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, they had that whole thing with Strowman lifting the giant hospital truck. Like, I get that these guys are supposed to be larger than life and stronger than actual people, but that was a little bit ridiculous. But hey, I love that kind of shit at the end of the day. Strowman looks strong. I know if I was a kid, I'd be like, what? But how? Even though it's the most obvious shit ever. Um, and then following that, really, the only other thing was the main event, Owens versus Ambrose. These guys put on good matches. They put on a good match. Jericho came back. I guess they're continuing that rivalry, even though I thought Jericho was leaving, and we're just gonna give Kevin a nice run with the U.S. belt. I guess we're gonna stretch things out a little bit, which is completely fine. As long as the rivalry keeps going good and they can follow up their Mania match, which underdelivered, with something that will actually deliver. And that is the Superstar Shakeup. I don't know what they're going to be doing tomorrow, but people who I want moved over, basically anyone who's like kind of ran the course. Like, I'm seeing them on Raw every week. I would say, like, give Cesaro his own singles push. That's not going to happen now. I like the fact that Bray is on Raw. I want to keep that. Who else is on Raw? Just Apollo Crews and those guys are on Raw now. Not anyone's talking about. Same with Kalisto. If he's not getting a promo, it doesn't fucking matter. Is all I can say. But yeah, I'm very excited for the SmackDown Superstar Shakeup Showdown thingamabop. Please, guys, let me know, like, your thoughts down below if you have any on the whole bullshit version of the draft, and what do you think about Nia Jax beating the fuck out of literally everybody? If you're big and strong and tall, then Vince likes you. And you can lift trucks. I think that's what we learned today. And Matt Hardy better be fucking broken. Anyway, thank you so much. And with that, I leave you.